that second. So like today I'm gonna talk about the Irita lore unscripted because Midnight Mare's points are like kind of wrong, I would say. Of course, you should go subscribe to him. I'll put his channel in the description. But like, I just want to say before I actually start, he does have like some Irita theories, a bunch of songs. I kind of want to fix some of his points. So oh, and also he's making an As the World Caves In video soon, probably. So like, yeah. So like, I was talking to Nightmare about this, and so basically, the song, this animation, not canon. Basically, Marvin already has his arm back, but in Irita, we see he doesn't have his arm, and like Marvin dies here too. I'm pretty sure he also dies in Irita, but he has his arm. He has his arm. So this is non-canon, and yeah, I mean, and also because like, we can actually see the bunny god in this song, which I've been talking about why the bunny god plays into Irita, whenever I actually, get into Irita, like the actual Irita song. But like, this song right here, it's not canon. Basically, it's just like, and I like a better term, he like kind of like, he eradicates the entirety of Earth, and like kills everyone, which actually proves one of Midnight's theories wrong. That Jeffy put Marvin in hell. They are actually in purgatory. So it is actually purgatory. So that is one theory wrong so far.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now.
So basically, in this part of the video, we're gonna talk about the entire lore of Irita. So basically, it like starts out with Jeffy's tantrum. Jeffy's like, "Daddy, can I have this game? Like I want this game. It's like $3." And Mario's like, "Nah, you don't get the game, nah." And he's like, and then he goes, and then he's like, evil now because of these like giant, like these deities known as like the bunny gods, and they're like, "You now evil, woo!" And like, there's like a cut from there up to the song Irita, or like basically, Marvin doesn't have an arm anymore, and he's like all like scratched up. And in Midnight's theory, they say like they're in hell and stuff, That's wrong, mainly because As the World Caves In, we know they're in purgatory, because I don't think hell would look like Pensacola, Florida. And at the same time, I've in his Shucks theory, which I will also do next part of the video. In his Shucks video, he's like, "Oh, Marvin got his scars from Shucks, But like, that's not true. We know that, and I'll tell you why. But we know that's not true. So that's also wrong. He probably got it during the cut from Jeffy's tantrum when that happened, and from from Irita. Basically, that's what happened. That's what happened right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Irita. I will say though, Jeffy is not actually Jerry from Athos. Athos Jerry is someone completely different from Dark Jimmy. Dark Jimmy is Irita Jeffy, while Athos Jeffy is Jerry. And Jerry is like, actually like evil. Meanwhile, Dark Jimmy is like, Dark Jimmy actually has sympathy for Marvin. He's like, I'm sorry. Obviously, I don't think that's entirely canon though, because As the World Caves In, I've already stated that's not canon, but like, I'm pretty sure Dark Jimmy is pretty sympathetic. But he changes he can either change his surroundings, or Marvin is like on drugs or something. Anyways, And now I'm gonna start talking about
Boing, 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 boing.
So basically, Shucks. We know because if you check on the wiki, it says Shucks and Revenant, which I will talk about in like 2 sections. Both Shucks and Revenant are memories, meaning that we already know they're not canon. But the lore of Shucks is, it's based off of SML movie The Secret Door, and in The Secret Door, Mario, Jeffy, and Rosalina, like open the door and stuff, and they're like ah! And they like call the cops, and they're like, hey, open the door, and there's like a bunch of dead bodies and stuff, and then like does bad things, guys, like, yeah, you didn't open that, you're not supposed to open that, and I'm gonna kill you and stuff. And Mario's like, uh-oh, stinky, uh-oh, and then Brooklyn guy's like, I'm here, and now I'm gonna shoot you in the head, and then kills does bad things guy. But in Rita, because it's a memory, it's not all correct. So you don't know, in The Secret Door, does bad things guy gets his saw? Well, does evil things guy has the saw connected to his hand, which is obviously like the first sign we see that Shucks in memory is, instead of him holding a saw, it's actually on his hand. Second, it's Marvin, not Mario. And plus Rose dies, and Rosalina didn't die. And then we see that Marvin is running through a hallway, which never happened. And then Marvin gets like kicked into a chair as well, which also didn't happen. So yeah, we know this is definitely a twisted memory. But at the end of the song, Midnight Mary got this wrong. At the end of the song, Does Evil Things guy falls through a trapdoor, which I'll probably put footage on the screen now. He falls. He falls through the trapdoor, and Dark Jimmy brutally murders him because he didn't really kill Marvin and stuff, right? So basically he's dead. Then we never knew what happened with Marvin. But I will tell you this now. Midnight Mary did get this part wrong. Marvin never got his scars or his injuries from Shucks because Marvin is uninjured the entire time, and plus, Does Evil Things guy falls through the trapdoor, and also, in Irita, Rose does not have the same injuries. That's one thing I wanted to point out. I don't think he pointed that out. I have to rewatch the video, but that was wrong. So that's also wrong. I've been trying to tell him that. I'm in his Discord server, so I keep trying to tell him that. He's like, I think he knows. I think he knows. I'm just too stupid to actually realize he knows. Anyways, yeah. Basically, Marvin is just thinking wrong, and Rose is actually dead, and Does Evil Things guy is actually does bad things guy, but evil, and it's really shucky, You know what? Now thinking about it, The Secret Door has Mario. You know what else has Mario in it? Cortis. Forgot to plug this out. 2 things actually. Rosalina is actually Rose in Shucks, and 2, in the files of the Irita Elite build, you can find, what was it? You can find you can find a bunch of dead bodies in the hallway. One of the dead bodies being Brooklyn Key guy himself. He's dead. And then, you can also find the trapdoor in the files. Yeah, basically. Anyways, now we can talk about cordyceps.
Here we go! Ha-ha! Hoo-hoo! Ooh! Yippee! Whoa!
So basically, I'm gonna start off the section by saying Midnight Mayor did get something decent, some wrong things in his video, but when I was talking to him on Discord in his server, I mentioned his theory, saying Marvin doesn't have his arm and cordyceps. That's Marvin does have his arm and cordyceps. Don't believe the leak build. It's not even halfway done. Why he would believe that though? Because that's what it uses the Irina Marvin sprites for in cordyceps, right? But the file name for the sprites are Irina or Marvin Irina something. And I don't think cordyceps is Irina because it has Mario and not Dark Jimmy. Also, cordyceps isn't canon. I do also want to say that. Mainly because, well, it has Mario, and like, unless, people, like, they're, making, you know, think about who he was in the past, and, like, you know, bringing his old self, like, manifesting his old self into, like, another deity or something like that, I don't know. And I don't think it's canon. I don't think it's canon. But, so the lore of cordyceps takes place after, I think it's like Jeffy's new dad, I think. It's like, and also when Logan gets sued by Nintendo. So all that stuff happens, right? All that, and then, bam, they what was great? It's like, now Mario's Marvin, right? But I can also say this for certain, there's Mario and Marvin at the same place, and you know Jeffy's tantrum, like, this happens like 2 weeks, like, the entirety of Arena happens 2 weeks after Jeffy's tantrum. So, like, basically, in this song right here, this is like, this is either seeing into the future, or, like, seeing into the past, but I don't think they would see into the past. Basically what I'm trying to say here is, this isn't canon, and we'll cry about it. Yeah. Also, this takes place in the SML house. In all the songs, the only 3 out of the 6 or 8 songs take place in the SML house. Them being Revenant, 2 songs actually. Now that I think about it, them being Revenant and Cordyceps. I haven't counted Shucks because Shucks is the secret door, an extra room in the secret door, and a long hallway. And I don't think that Jimmy would, you know, shove on the SML house. You know what? We need to talk about Revenant, actually. Yeah, that's our next section. We're talking about Revenant next. I'm gonna get this one done really quick, because, like, there's not really much to talk about with this one. But, this song is based off I'm Sorry, Chef PP, which basically, like, you know, Jeffy and Junior playing outside, or not outside, but Jeffy and Junior and some of his friends, I think, you know, like, playing, and, you know, they, like, throw something out, like, the ceiling fan, I think, it falls and hits Chef PP, like, basically distorts his face and stuff, and makes him kill Junior and stuff. But that's not really the case in Revenant. Like I said before in either the Shucks or Vita section, basically, Revenant is warped to memory. We can tell that by Cody and Jesse being there, and disappearing after a certain part of the song. So, like, basically what happened is they leave. They after the song, they basically walk away because it's a warped memory. And in the lore, or not in the lore, but in the song, it is stated that there will be, I think, 2 or 3 phases, maybe. One of the phases will be in hell. Yep, you heard that right, in hell, because there have been assets leaked of a bunch of lava, and pretty sure in a screenshot, betasheep said, "Oh yeah, it's for the Revenant Hell section." Basically, the oven opens and Junior and Chucky fall into hell. Basically, yeah. The song not canon because it has 4 characters, none of them being Marvin, Jeffy, and Rose. Speaking of which, actually, I still need to talk about the excretion. After the excretion, we need to talk about the corpses mocking me. So, right now, we're going to talk about excretion. So, first of all, this song is not canon because close to the end of the song, you can see there's a bunch of posters of, Nancy and stuff. And if we go, if you think about Jeffy's tantrum, I read it going off of Jeffy's tantrum, then technically that wouldn't make sense because I'm pretty sure, how is it? Jeffy's parents or whatever it's called only happens sometime after Jeffy's tantrum. So we can already cross out this song being canon unless things in the future. Probably not though. Second of all, Midnight got this wrong. Rose dies at the end, and sympathy. And Jeffy and people are the same person because in the storyboard I'm showing on screen close to the end, at the end actually, you can see the people are mourning Rose's loss, which either they share the memory or share loved ones, or they're the same person. I believe they're the same person though because I mean not. Plus, not plus, but I do want to point this out because I find it kind of funny. I believe betasheep said people are actually pretty chill. They're just trying to get a petty revenge. I think that one goes. Either way, this song isn't canon. Song not canon. And if this song would be canon, then it's just trying to get a petty revenge on Marvin. So also, I'm gonna say this as well. The excretion in the Tyrita build is not fully finished, so not a lot of the assets are there. But there is a part of the song where they go underwater, right? Basically meaning Jeffy. I want to point this out because it's also funny. That means Jeffy is a waterbender in this mod. It's actually kind of funny too because it just is. Okay, so this mod is very funny surprise. Yeah. That's basically it, actually. I mean, I do want to say, another reason why this song is canon too, because Rose dies at the end, we all know that it's not canon, because Rose also dies at the end of Shucks, who finally dead in the video. So, Rose dies 3 times in the song, not from different ways actually, from being a 7 member, from being chopped up, Don't know that last part though. I think he's being like stabbed or something. Other than that, we can finally talk about the last song in the mob. The corpse is mocking me. I've been waiting for this like the entire video, man. I can't wait. Onto the corpse is mocking me.
Hey guys, it's me.
This song is like really easy to explain, so I might be talking about more of the character's lore than the actual lore of the song. First, let's start off the lore of the song. Dennis P. Snizzle, also known as Boing Bingus, watches videos from 2008 and gets transported into the corpses mocking me. Now, how does this happen? Just like Nightmare. I don't know. But let's talk about the character lore. Boing Bingus is just Boing Bingus. We know that. But Evil John actually originates from Athos V2. Made by Sling, I'm pretty sure. And so basically, Boing took Evil John, right? Put him in Ibita and made the corpses mocking me. And I think, not entirely sure, but I think it might also be going off of Sling's lore. Sling's lore is basically Evil John is just Jeffy's own rotting corpse. But that could also only be for Ethos Levels Pathos. I wouldn't know though. But what I do know is Evil John basically just looks like Jeffy. Looks like Jeffy. And he's kind of like evil and stuff. Yeah, I don't really know how else to explain it. Did you know the lyrics for the Corpses Mocking Me is actually gonna be like a rap? Yeah, that'll actually sound really cool. Yeah, no, there's like so little about the song, other than like Boing Bingus, like it's transported into a forest, and it's like, yeah, there's not really much I can talk about with the song. Anyways, let's go to the conclusion.
Get the fuck away from my motherfucking property! I said leave right now, you creepy little freak!
Fuck you, bitch!
In conclusion, Irita is the only canon song, and basically, the bunny gods are like, you are now evil and stuff, and so basically that's how we got Irita and Evil Jeffy and Marvin without an arm. Sorry if this conclusion was like really underwhelming. There's not much to talk about with Irita. There is no real lore to Irita. I made this video because I just wanted to fix some of the points that Mid-Nightmare made. Because I didn't really like some of his points. Some of his points were kind of like, they weren't as good. Now, I've talked to him on Discord. I'm in his server. I've tried to talk to him about the lore. He probably agrees with me. He probably doesn't. I don't know how to read. But, like, there is no real lore to Irita. Sorry to tell you this. There's no lore, nothing at all. The most lore there is Shucks and Revenant are just warped memories, and Jeffy basically is just evil, and Pensacola, Florida now looks like a wasteland apparently. There's not much to talk about with Irita. And I know this conclusion might be underwhelming, but I'm being so dead serious. But if you decided to watch all 20, 25, 24 minutes of this video, and thank you. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. You probably don't care though, but I know I haven't uploaded in a while. It's 11:31 p.m. the next day after I started recording the first time. So thank you for watching. If you do decide to watch this, if you're a long time viewer of my channel, which you probably aren't, then thank you, I guess. But seriously though, there is no lore. But go subscribe to Midnightmare. If there is actually lore, then he could probably explain it really well. He don't want to spoil too much, but I do remember he was gonna make like a hour movie. He probably already said that though. He already said that on his YouTube channel. I'm just re-saying what he told me on Discord. Anyways, he's gonna make a As the World Caves In video soon, unless he's already made it by the time this video goes up. So go watch that. But if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Hi! I lied. He's not making an hour-long video. I'm just stupid. You know what? This is actually a great time to promo. I'm currently making a Marble Hornets FNF mod. Always funkin' on Marble Hornets FNF mod. We currently need two more charters. Hold on, wait. I need to check. Currently we need. Where is it? See, this is what I do with unscripted videos. I'm like not prepared for anything. Yeah. Okay, so we need like 3 artists, 2 coders, 2 animators, 3 composers, and 2 charters. If you could please join. I would love that, because I'm the only one working on the mod right now. Please DM me. I will put my Discord in the description, and I'll put it in text on the CapCut. But if you stayed, thank you. And now we can end the video here. Goodbye.